just depends on, there's a lot of factors. We'll just put it that way.
That's the big one we want to know. Good.
What advice would you give high school seniors about choosing a college?
I don't know about that one. Definitely weigh your options. There's a lot of differences about every different college. Just make sure that you think about it and don't just jump into a decision.
And then, how would you prepare for college for high school seniors?
Preparing for college, just be ready to study, be ready to read, lots of reading.
That was going to be my question. How is it different than what you expected, or is it different than what you expected?
There's no busy work. It's just you go in, you take your tests. Your teachers, there's a lot of classes that's your only points. You have 4 tests, 3 tests, and then a final. And so you need to do well on those and just stay on top of it. Go to class. If you don't go to class, it's going to be hard.
What's a typical day for you
During
during the season?
season, weights in the morning, Tuesdays and Thursdays.
How long?
We try to keep it under an hour in season. And then you go to classes in the morning, eat your lunch, and then treatments start at 1, and then the rest of your afternoon is football. And that's pretty much every day.
So when you travel,
Yes.
how does that work? What accommodations do they have?
Traveling this weekend is a little different. We actually fly out tomorrow, and so we'll fly, and then there's a hotel there that'll put us up, and we'll eat lunch and pregame there, and then have a bunch of meetings, and then we'll play, and then we'll fly back. But typically, we'll fly out on Fridays, either Friday morning or Friday afternoon. Get there, we have a hotel, they feed us really well, it's awesome. And then just meetings most of the morning on Saturdays, and then game and fly back.
And where are you playing this weekend?
Northern Iowa.
Northern Iowa.
What accommodations do your teachers
Yeah.
We have to talk to them before. We'll give them a schedule on when we're going to be gone, and if they don't, if they say that's not okay, we have advisors that for the athletic department that'll say okay and put us in different classes. So most of the time, like your teachers will either say yes, or you'll get moved to a teacher that says okay.
I hadn't thought about that.
How much harder is it during the season?
Then out of season,
Yeah.
it depends, because out of season you have a lot of time on your hands, and so it's hard to actually plan when you're going to do your schoolwork. When in season, it's like, all right, I only have this amount of time, I have to do it now. As far as grades go, football players really don't have to keep high GPAs, but it's not because we're a bunch of idiots. It's because our time's taken up and there's not a lot of time to study. But there's a lot of really smart guys on the football team.
Do you feel like that for you, grades are better during season because you're regimented?
Yes and no. They are, because and if you don't make your grades, you have to go to study hall, which is awesome. They require you to get a certain amount of hours each day into study, so it's an incentive to keep your grades up.
How many hours are you carrying?
Right now, I have 15.
Is there a minimum you have to carry?
You have to register for 12, and you have to pass 9 for football. So, yeah.
Gotta keep it busy.
How do you balance school sports and social life?
It's school and sports, and you don't have much of a social life.
Even after season?
No, after season, you can do
Yeah.
whatever you want, but in season, you kind of got to make your priorities.
Do you mind telling us your GPA?
Do what?
Do you mind telling us your GPA?
I have a 397. I have a B in my religion class.
When we were talking too about injuries, he said what were you telling me about injuries? We asked if you'd been injured yet.
It's definitely a business when it comes to college sports. If you get hurt, yes, your coaches care, but there's plenty of guys to take your spot, and they'll be taking your spot like that day. There's not really any sympathy on, I practiced, I played, and then got hurt, I need to come back and be the starter. They'll just bump a new guy in there.
Do you have a pregame routine?
Yes, it depends on either home or away. Home games, I like to get there and I'll take a shower right when I get there. It's a habit, like it anyways. Listen to music, Hillsong United is my music choice. calms me down. It's a little different than a lot of football players listen to. And of course, there's big speakers in our locker room that's playing other music. So headphones, and then I have a certain way that I put on everything, and then I go out before the game and do a certain warm-up, and then come back in, get fully dressed.
Do you have a special fork?
A special fork? No. No, no special fork. Yeah.
And you used to eat a bunch of bananas on game
Yes. Made banana milk. I don't know if you guys have
Banana
that. Shelly made that for us.
day. Okay, any questions?
What do you enjoy most about playing college football?
What I enjoy most, being around the guys. It's fun. You make a lot of new friends. Get to hang out with anybody. If you don't have anybody eating the calf, you can always just go to the calf. There's going to be a football player there.
After college, if you don't go to play football, what are you majoring in then?
My major is wildlife management and conservation. It's an ag degree, but I want to be either a Springfield police officer or other form of law enforcement.
Good for you. My husband's a police officer, that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah. Other questions?
Is your scholarship how much of a scholarship do you get playing football?
For football, it's full ride. They pay for books, school, all your classes, and then you get a stipend each month that pays for your housing and your food on the side.
So you get more than just for class?
Yes.
A lot
They,
of people don't realize that.
Yeah.
well, they do that because, I mean, if they paid for just our classes and our books, that's awesome. That's great. But then, like, we wouldn't have a place to live, and so in order to keep us focused on football instead of going out and trying to get jobs, they just give us more money to pay for our rent and stuff.
Now, do you get, like, do they give you, like, do they buy your shoes for playing football?
There's, with cleats, I mean, you can get cleats. They're kind of stingy on it, but if you need a new pair of cleats, they'll get you cleats. Anything football related, whether it's shorts, compression shorts, socks, t-shirts, they'll provide you with. But if you need like regular clothes, you have to go get those on your own.
Do you belong to any other clubs at MSU?
I am a part of SAC, which is Student Athlete Advisory Council, and we try to unite regular students and athletes. A lot of times kids on campus don't really like athletes because they think we're,
Preferential.
yeah, like teachers prefer us. We get a lot of special treatment, which we do, but at the same time, like, it just depends on how you all look at it.
So no fraternities?
No. There's a couple guys on the team that are part of the frat life, but they don't, their priorities are messed up and they really don't get a lot of playing time.
What's your squat max?
Squat.
Yeah, that's a good
Just wondering,
question, yeah.
'cause
Our squat's a little different than high school squats. It's like fully regulated with how far your knees can go forward and how far you have to sit down, but it's right at 500.
Okay.
How much you bench press?
Bench is bad. It's 315. I know it's not
Oh,
the
that's just
typical.
awful.
Well, for the other guys, it's not. When you play football, like my position, it doesn't really. Your upper body isn't a big part of the game. It's your lower body you want to focus on. You might not look as good, but in the end, you'll play better.
How do you feel like your classes prepared you for school? Because I know that academics was important for you while you were here too. So.
Yeah, classes are easy as far as school-wise. Definitely the finals are a little different. I didn't have to take finals in high school, but with the way they do it, if you do well all through the semester, finals are easy. It's the same stuff.
So if you were to be courted by another school, would you consider it
No,
even bigger?
nope. I made my choice.
That's good.
How's your relationship with the team, and how important is that in college football?
It's big. Personally, mine with the team is good. I'm a goofy guy. They enjoy hanging out with each other. On the field, it's completely different. You're out there as a team, and it doesn't really matter if you like each other or not. You're going to play together, and so you have to work together, but off the field, if you have a bad relationship, you're not going to really mix with the team well.
How many guys are on the team?
Roster-wise, there's like 60 some odd, but altogether there's 90 some odd guys.
And it's only a certain amount, probably travel?
Yes,
and-
yes.
Or even dress out,
Yeah.
I assume?
Do you have time to go to a ball?
MSU a winning team next year?
Do what?
How are you gonna make MSU a winning team next year?
Better defense. Don't let them score points.
What's your favorite defense? Man coverage, zone coverage.
I hate man-to-man. It's okay, but not really the fastest guy there is out there. There's a lot of guys a lot quicker. I like zone. Zone D is awesome, especially as safety. Just get to sit back there and read and hit people that aren't looking.
Because you changed positions
Well,
from high school to.
Kinda. It's still relatively the same, but even in high school, it kind of changed throughout the years.
Are they gonna let you start running the ball?
I was running back for goal line offense, and I don't know why, because we ran it in all of like 3 times, which was fun, but that's about the extent of that. We've got guys that, I mean, their whole college career is based on running the ball. So,
What is your off-season regimen like?
off-season is almost just as extensive as in-season. During spring, we have morning conditioning. Got to be up, and we're out on the football field at 6, and it's just an hour of sprinting. It's horrible, terrible, but it makes you a better athlete. And then you'll go to class, and we have a month of spring football where it's just like it is now. You'll practice in the afternoons and go to class in the mornings. And then weight-wise, you'll lift weights either every day and get Saturday and Sunday off, and you might get a day within your week that you get off.
So there aren't any breaks between the
Not really. And like in season, we get the morning of Sunday off, but then Sunday afternoon is all football oriented. It's like films, and then we have to lift and condition. And then like Christmas break and summer break, they encourage you to stay, but of course not everybody's gonna stay. But we get workout regimens that we have to do, and we have tests that we do to where if you don't do your workout, you're not going to be able to pass the test physically wise, and so kind of encouragement to do it.
And probably keeping that kind of regimen kind of has a tendency to keep the players out of trouble too, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Anything else?
What do you give credit to in terms of your success?
Huh? Say that
Who
again?
do you give credit to in terms of your success?
All credit goes to the Lord. I firmly believe that. I know we're in school, but I'm not a teacher, so I can say that.
What do you think of Dorial Green?
DGB, I think he's a great athlete. He is extremely talented, and I think he'll have a lot of success if he figures out how to use that talent for what he wants to do it with.
I went to school with him, he's a knucklehead.
So.
You don't think that he's gonna figure that out, huh?
Well, not to be mean, but when you can't spell certain words that are easy words in the dictionary to spell, you're not gonna go pretty far.
Very good. Well, thank you guys. Thank you for coming in.